I want to present the announcements a little differently this evening in light of what's happening in our city. What's happening in our city. People think it's just happening in the church. No, it's happening in the city. The mayor was on a news conference today, and he very wisely made everyone aware of the COVID spike in our city. Along with the flu that's also spiking. I've heard of children, and I think Dr. Reyna is having a spike in cases of RSV, which is a respiratory, not major, but it's a respiratory sickness with babies and small children. So there's sickness out there. And so we're going to exercise some precautions here at the church so that the church is going to be the safest place in El Paso to be. Walmart's not going to do what we're doing. Sam's Club, other places you go where there's crowds. And so we want to exercise some of the normal precautions that we have announced in the past. And again, nothing is mandated. Even the mayor came out today and said he's not mandating everything, but he wants everyone to be very cautious. So what we're going to do, we're not shutting the church down, obviously. We're going to focus on maintaining our main services. So Sunday will function as normal, but we're going to postpone the ancillary ministries and services. So starting tomorrow, we will have our Spanish service here at the church. They do it here in the main sanctuary. Plenty of room for them to worship in our Spanish service. And then on Friday, we're going to postpone Bible study and youth group. Those won't be happening. Saturday morning, we will be having prayer. For those who want to come to pray, there's plenty of room to spread out here, pray and lay hold of God. And there will be an outreach in the morning. And there will also be an outreach, and I'll emphasize that at the end of my sermon this evening. There will also be an outreach to La Placita on Saturday, meeting at the center of La Placita at 7 p.m. And I'll say a little bit more about that at the end of the service tonight. So Bible studies are postponed on Friday. Youth group is postponed. I'm going to postpone the Pioneers and Pastors Workshop, breakfast and ministry. We will just be meeting, as I said, for 10 o'clock prayer on Saturday and then outreach following that. Sunday will be regular services. We're going to have a serious men's class, probably here in the main sanctuary, and then Sunday school at 10 o'clock, services at 11 o'clock and 6:30 in the evening. So now, again, as far as the church is concerned, we're staying open. We ask everyone, and everyone should be doing this already, but things get loosened up over time. If you have any symptoms of any kind for any reason, flu-like symptoms, you need to stay home. People can get the flu and test negative for COVID and think, well, I can go to church now, it's just the flu. We don't want you here with flu symptoms because that's contagious, it spreads. True for children. We've always had problems with parents. They want to be in church, and so they take their child who has maybe a low-grade fever and some flu symptoms, drop them in the nursery, and our nursery staff is trained to examine the kids and make sure that they're not left in the nursery. So don't bring sick children. Don't bring sick you. If you have any kind of symptoms, some of those symptoms are obviously fever, fatigue, body aches, coughing, just flu-like symptoms. So, people have learned pretty much how to keep themselves healthy, and that's your job. It's not my responsibility to keep your family healthy. You make decisions. If you're not comfortable coming to church, and we do have numbers of people that are home tonight, and their family members, you can live stream, and we really encourage you to do that. Don't get out of the habit of being in church at the time church is happening, and we're praying that most of you or all of you that are not here are live streaming. So I'm evaluating the situation every day. Of course, I get the news of people in our church that are not feeling well or that have tested positive or that have the flu. So we're keeping track of that on a daily basis, and we know exactly what's going on as of right now, and these are decisions that we've made in relationship to that. So we want to focus then on our main services, and then prayerfully by a week from this weekend we'll be clear. It could be that quick. So we'll keep an eye on it though, but we do want to maintain our big costume outreach a week from this Friday to La Placita, and then having our Christmas play, the Christmas Carol, on Saturday and Sunday night, the 18th and 19th. So we want to maintain that, and so we're taking this precaution now, and we're praying that God will bless us and help us. So we just ask that you cooperate with that, and we'll all get through this, and we will be blessed. Can you say amen?